Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is September 2nd, 2023. This is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the Nasdaq 100 QQQ on a quarterly chart, on a monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only. As we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is actually suitable for you. All right, let's just jump right over here to it and see what I see and all. And our quarter has turned back green and all, which is a good thing. Our monthly is still above the 910, which is meaning this Nasdaq is still my bull. We have also broken back above the range where I think this thing needs to be above to start attacking that top again. And let's see what we see when we zoom on in a little bit here. Let me just maximize this quarterly chart and start off here. Oh, why I do that? I don't know why I do that. Bonehead, that's why. Oh, there we go. All right, on the quarterly chart, as we can see, we are green. We're back above my range where I know it's time to start fighting that top. You need to pay attention to the top and looking for this thing to actually start getting maybe above 400 and getting above that higher 408. On the monthly chart, as we see, we had a red month last month. It pushed up pretty strong. You know, couple of weeks ago when I said we hit that bottom, it was that previous, not this past Friday, but the Friday before that. I believe we had hit a bottom and we pushed up. We didn't turn the month green. It stayed red. And even here with option expiration, well, it was an option expiration. It's really the end of the month. One of the guys that I know, he used to always he had an end of the month type strategy where he don't want to get into strategies, but it's one of those things that he always kind of had hit me on and told me about. And I'm kind of seeing we got the month starting off red here for September. So that's kind of interesting. But I kind of expect this thing to actually turn green before the end of the month. But we have to kind of like wait and see. And I expect us to break this most recent high. I don't expect us to break that high. I like to see September actually get above this high here of 387, 388, might as well say. But let's wait and kind of like see what's happening. We're above this zone where I know we need to be above, and this is where we will be fighting this big red candle, this big sell-off back here about over a year, back in March of last year and all. So that's where we at. Take a quick look at the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, as you can see here on the weekly chart, I'll zoom in a little bit here, and we really got a confirmation of a bullish harami. I think I had mentioned that last week that we had this bullish harami. I was too concerned about the wicks and all. And like I say now, with this confirmation of this bullish harami with a gap up, a pearl gap also near in a pullback, I definitely expect us to actually be breaking that high. So we have to kind of like just wait and see what actually happens there. Even though our stochastic is at the top, but our stochastic is getting ready to turn back around and get our red crossing back over the purple. So again, we will be expecting this thing to go higher. But we know once we get closer to this top, anything can happen. I can see why some traders out there are beginning to get a little bit bearish on the Qs. But you got to be careful. These Qs can surprise you and whip you around. So pay attention to what you're doing and be aware of your market and your trading every day. Again, this was I look at it more of in the month, beginning of month, and all. This was like the first. This day right here. So that was the first day of the month, and these were end of month days coming up to that first day of month. And like I say, somebody told me about a strategy that they do, so they may been getting out, a lot of people getting out of their trades, people getting into their trades for the beginning of the month type thing. Also up here, we have what I'll call a jailer gap. You got a little gap up here at the top that I kind of expect this thing to, this time when it goes higher, I expect to get up a little bit higher this time, closer to breaking this top, like I said, this 388 top, and see where we go. And that's what I see. And that's all I really want to share at this time. Be careful. We are at the top here on the Qs, are very close to a top. So the bears will be jumping in. So be careful. Trade accordingly. That's all I really want to share at this time. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. And I'll talk to you next week. Talk to you later. Bye.